Yeah. Earlier I was doing a video, so I'm gonna make this part two because I think I had reached the point where I had asked you know, for those who are maybe so knowledgeably inclined and esoterically informed, I was asking if you think that there was any correlation between, because in the earlier video I had posted a ritual that I'm doing with abundance and prosperity in the farms of trees, and they are actually cannabis trees that I'm using for this project. I call it a project. It's part of our rituals, man. People some people are gonna see it and like it. Some people are gonna don't like it. Basically. But I was saying now, was there a correlation between the love candle that struggled and the love tree that's out here? No, like I was telling you, from where the love candle came from. Love candle came. I had asked my ex-wife to buy it for me, to purchase it for me, and she brought two of them, which I had burned one, but this one's struggling. Then, suddenly it went up. So um yeah, like it struggled for a while, and then all of a sudden it started to burn properly. So I'm thinking now that there's some correlation. What if you say what was written on the candle? I'm gonna show you again. It says, "Love me more, love me more, love me more." I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Um, like I said, for those who are into spirituality, they might pick up some kind of correlation between love that's going on in the tree and love. But I'm love. I am love. I am love. I try to exercise love. And I'm a very special love. And I get to the point now where I'm realizing that you're going to love what you know want to give your time to. And there's a special love. You can't just go around and give your love to every and everybody, because, like I said, this love that you will make an effort to sacrifice your life to be with somebody. That kind of a love is a love also that you'll tell yourself that, yeah, I can sexually involve with that person. But if you don't desire to sacrifice your life with that person, because you will be in a peace, because remember, love is also peaceful. So it is an equal exchange. Now, will a person in your presence will be giving you back the same kind of love? Maybe more than likely not. Because what I'm experiencing now is that no, I wouldn't be getting back the same kind of love that I would want to, give. It's not going to be equally returned. And so there's going to be chaos. There's going to be too much control. And the minute that you have gone and entered into a woman's womb or vagina and soulfully connected, then you're giving away your power. You have given away your power. And in the past, I had given away my power to to woman who abuse it, when there was a special love that I have for this woman. Very, very, very special love. You see? And yeah, and I think she know it. Maybe if she get to see my video after a while, she realize that she fucked up, she fumbled. She had a good, yeah. You're not gonna get another man that will go and love you just like I love you. I tell you that. Yeah, Queen and Empress. And so I am waiting for somebody now who's going to pitch back that love, because sometimes when you have, yeah, and those are some of the terms. I'm going to stay in that confidence and hold that confidence, because I set boundaries nowadays. I realize what is what. I'm too young now to go through that same ritual, to be involved with somebody that's going to pay in my heart and give me all kind of stuff. I'm going to get up and run, or she's going to get up and run. Nah, no, man, I'm not into that no more. Boundaries are set. Boundaries are set. And like I said, I had allowed myself in the previous relationship to be manipulated to the point where I was just trying to prove and trying to get everything right. And at the end of the day, with all that I've tried and done, with the little, you know, yeah, guess what? It wasn't sufficient. It wasn't satisfactory. Yeah. And so from time to time, like I said, I'm going to always talk. This is life, man. This is the physical part of life. And I am not going to be so spiritual where I cannot discuss my physical part of my life also. This is the physical part of the life that you get involved with down here on earth. There's a spiritual part of your life that you're going to remain loving, peaceful, and kind to people, of course. But there's also a physical part of your involvement here on this earth where you have to have this balance. So I'm saying in my physical um, you know, connection and relationship. What I'm going to do is try to identify people who are both, within self spiritually and also physically connected because, yeah, that's important. That's balance, spiritually and physically connected. Unless you're just going to utilize the purpose of a woman to just be abusive, like you're just going to have sex and leave her. I don't want to go back into that space because at the same time, like I said, if I'm having sex with a woman, it means that I'm taking on her energy and giving my energy for, in a way, for free. For she's not going to synergize my energies. Anybody that you see that's just taking your energies, they're making you sad. They don't want to make you happy. No matter how much things they give you, they're taking your sex. They're still disgruntled. Their face look, disheveled anytime that kind of stuff. Yeah, when you find somebody in a relationship that cannot smile, you go home and then can't smile in the relationship. Or you home and ever so often, more than the smiles, they are disgruntled. No, 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 no. Woman, you are empress out there. You have to learn how to keep the peace in your space. Yeah, you have to learn how to keep a man and keep the peace and keep respect and love in your space. And if you don't know that, look at me. Well, I didn't make a decision to leave him, like I said, but in this relationship, I got dumped. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say I got dumped. Yeah, I got dumped. You know, maybe the physical things that the empress signed me wasn't satisfactory to her taste, and she think that maybe she could have more of physical abundance out there. Yeah, and she freaking dumb. But at the end of the day, me tell her, I say, I'm glad because guess what? You see, that's free. It give me a power now to say, I'm not going to allow any woman to come back into my space, into my heart. I'm not going to give any woman my heart, my space again. My time. Mm-mm. No way. I've learned from that shit. And like I said, I forgive you. I swear I'm not bitter. I swear I'm not bitter. I could see her tomorrow and I could like, hey, how you doing? And if she desire, because sometimes in a breakup like this, to be honest with you, and since I'm in the physical part of this relationship, we're talking about love, and I love too, and I'm promoting love and peace, and I'm talking about this physical love that we share down here on this plane. So that's why if I talk about love, I'm going to talk about my relationships, past and present. You understand? I don't have any present love connection relationship that is going on at present, but yes, there are women that I talk to. You understand, and outside of Veronica, which is my ex-wife, because I already discussed and tell her that no, I am not giving my heart to nobody. I'm never going married again like that. I am never going married again. And so maybe being in her presence and seeing how reluctant I am to do some of the things that she probably desired that I'm going to do, maybe she sometimes I kind of sense that she's upset. But what am I going to do? I'm going to love her just to see her. I'm going to like, hey, how you doing? And be pleasant and nice. What can I do? I'm just not going to sleep there. I'm just not because I'm not ready for that. Yeah. So, I have to talk about the relationships, past and present. Like I said, the past one was one that drive a nail in my coffin, basically. Yo, yeah. And I'm saying that I do not know what happened. I do not know what happened. I just, talk to the woman, and the woman say me have a woman at Jamaica, and me I try to leave her and block me. Yeah. Yeah, this is how deep that lady was, deep and determined. So I'm gonna use them term, deep and determined. And she blocked me, and I like to tell you that there was a special love for your empress. I tell you. So that's why I'm puzzled. I'm like puzzled. But what I start to learn now, the puzzling kind of gone, and like me accept it because me start to justify it through various other means, and for the means of not hurting yourself, because I could have taken on a negative energy towards her and like call her a narcissist, call her this, it's like no, I don't know how these computer or these phone know these things, man, but it's like they send me these videos constantly, man. They send me these tarot card reading videos. They send me these people that are reading, and they are so right on point. They are so freaking right on point. And I'm looking at the terms that they are using, and I'm like, wow. But they are helping to create the narcissists out there too. When they talk about the discards and the narcissists or the avoidance and that kind of stuff, they're all out there in the tarot card, and they just bombard me. And some at first I used to just like ease on them and like oh yeah, see that? But sometimes I see them come up now. I just like scratch. Hey, scratch. I'm over that now. Scratch. I'm over that now. Scratch. I'm doing so good now. Yeah, I don't want to hear this no more. Yeah, whatever it is that are taking place, it is, and I accept it. And I'm in a position now where, like I said, I'm doing better. I feel free in myself. I feel powerful in myself now. I feel energizing myself, and that's why I can preach the love message and actually exude love. So this loving space that I'm at, yeah. Sometimes, I feel good to know that I can go out there and see somebody look at me and admire me, give me a wink, like, yeah, old boy, you got to go in and see me. Yeah, old boy, I got to go in and see me. And so that's precious, man. 11 minutes up in this video. See, I just like to talk. By now, those who listen to my YouTube video realize that I just like to talk, man. And I have so many things to talk about. I'm speaking about our own personal energies right here on Earth. Our love relationship, our physical abilities to have social interactions and relationships. I'm talking about cosmic knowledge, cosmic intelligence, tell you about things that are about to happen, speak about the rapture and about Christ and church and your ascension, ascension. Yeah, cosmic knowledge is all encompasses everything within knowledge that they probably hid from you guys some time ago. We call it esoteric knowledge, Some people may say it's occultic, esoteric, Gnostic, whatever term they use for it. But many of the terms that you see they have used to shadow ban the messages in the of yesteryear, and they regard it as banned message, or anything you see they say is negative. Think twice. Don't return to Egypt. Think twice, Don't listen to the Gnostic message or the Essenes message, or don't read the Nag Hammadi, don't go back to Egypt. These kind of messages, that are out there, think twice about it and see if you can get the information, because the information may open your eyes to other areas of life, other areas of your own personal being, other areas of information where you are going to utilize and perhaps activate your very own memory, an explanation to what we truly are and where we come from, where we came from, who we truly are and where we came from. Yeah. So there are many books that are out there, many kind of information. I know it's a day and time, like they say, it's a world wide web. So what are you going to get caught up in? You're going to get caught up in high frequency informational stuff, or low frequency information and stuff. What are you going to allow yourself to be fed on, or to be feeding you? What kind of knowledge are you going to put into your memory? What are you going to activate? What kind of foods you are going to eat? And the food include that which go in your stomach and that which go inside of your brain by way of sound resonance, or by way of visualization. Yeah. So it is for you to determine. It is for you to determine. No, a lot of us, have gotten so satisfied and comfortable in life where, we just thought like, well, we just waiting until Jesus comes so we can go to heaven. And you'll be waiting, and you'll be waiting, and you'll be waiting, and you'll be waiting, and you'll be still waiting. In another 2,000 years, you'll be still waiting. You understand? To see, especially if you're waiting on a white Jesus coming back on horses and chariots. Maybe chariots in the sky, of course, Yeah, chariot of fire in the sky. They're called aeroplanes, I think. on identifying flying objects. But earlier my video got chopped, and yeah, I had gone to have a conversation. So we were talking about love overall, and then I physicalize it to unpersonalize it, because I'm talking about my love. I can't talk about your love or the love that you're experiencing from whatever you do or say or think or involved in. I'm talking about my love. And the type of love that I'm talking about, this type of love is a love that forgive. That's the love that I'm talking about. Where somebody, you can believe that you have experienced a betrayal, like oh, Christ had a betrayal, and you still love that person. I choose to say, you know what, I forgive you. Yeah, if you see it as a betrayal, because sometimes we think that we are in the right and we are not necessarily in the right. It's just our concept of how we see that ideology at the time, conceptualize. Mr. Michael Manley, or past Prime Minister of Jamaica, used to use that big term, conceptualize. The great, have one JLP opposition, yeah, Delhi. Big up yourself. Member of Parliament, Delhi. He called Mr. Michael Manley the great conceptualizer. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm telling you. But yes, so that is the standpoint of love that I can talk about, and so it is. So yeah, we are all going to experience these kinds of a contraction and expansion of our own. I always struggle to remember that thing, but I'm going to remember it and never will struggle again. I'm talking about your nervous system. Yeah, your nervous system is part of your soulful system that is connected to your body, and as such it reads things long before. Like, for example, how I can spiritualize my separation from the relationship, that and understand that's how it is, and accept it, is that I'm saying my soul was reading, because long before the Empress actually told me that to fuck off and don't call back her phone. Long before she mentioned that to me, there was these intuitions that I was getting. I was getting so many intuition. My intuition was just saying this, and when I was saying it to her, she would deny them. This, this is happening. This is happening. This is I feel this, and she would look at me scornful. So you see, there is a part of your nervous system, which is your intuitive system, that is forewarning you. And like for me, I consider myself, excuse me, I still consider myself one of the chosen beings that are here on earth now to disperse this love frequency. To talk about love, to think about it, to exercise it in such a way that it will be abundant in and around my presence, this love frequency. Yeah, and that's it. That is the reason why, if things are there within my nervous system, and to like, yeah, it separates itself. Like, so automatically, it wasn't like she separating. It's like the spirit was already saying, go. Yeah. And allow her to to do the things that she wants to do. And so that there could be a separation, because the separation called for an emptiness. Like, once I was separated and I had gone through the withdrawals and that kind of stuff, there was an emptiness to be filled. Now, what do I allow to fill it? Anger? Did I put anger there? No, I didn't put anger into me. And so this is the process that I'm telling you, by which we are healed. You know what I mean? Yeah, so when that contraction is coming to grab a hold on your nervous system, so it can bring you into your lower frequency of grief and sadness and sorrow and hate and bitterness and and all of these things. Yeah, Spirit says, no, you are not that type of person. You are the type of person that's going to look at that, you're going to take that, and that which you're going to build is forgiveness in your heart. Yeah? It's tolerance in your heart for that spirit. Is appreciation for the good things that happen within that relationship. And as it began to start showing me the better things, the more positive vibes, I could smile about it, and forget about the hurt, forget about the pain. Yeah? Forget about all the negative. that came into the relationship to make me think and believe that she was a negative and she is my enemy. No, she's not a negative and she's not my enemy. I look at it from the positive aspect that, I was able to have this freedom now so I could even speak, because like even I was saying that my YouTube channel, which I had wanted to do, constantly do some of these things, I put it in the back burner because I was allowing Empress at the time to do hers, and whatever support I could give her, I give her. So that's my sacrifice. You see, I wasn't able to give her a whole bunch of money as sacrifice because we had taken ourselves from off the grid basically, and was minimalistically living and working also, because I alone used to work. Sometimes I worked $500 for the week and was living in a doghouse at the time, and we were hardly able to buy food and pay the rent, if you know what I mean, because Empress at the time wasn't bringing in a whole bunch of money. You understand? There were times when she would get to, but yeah, and that's what it is. And I never look back at regret, at anything that I've lost, because it's nothing. There was no loss to that relationship. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's no loss. There's gain, because what I have utilized to grow, what I have utilized to enhance myself, whether it be abstract qualities or physical qualities. Even right now, Empress have had so many stuff down in line, because we had moved into a house in back home in Jamaica, and I'm saying that, Empress, what you going to do with these stuff? These are your personal stuff. And she was like, well, do anything you want to do with it. So that's how bad she was done with me. You can see she was done with me. And I'm like, damn. So I struggle to find at first, what is it that I've done? Because, man, I wanted so much for that relationship to work. And so I struggle to find out what is it that had gone wrong? What was it that I had done for me to be in such a bad space with her? And things just work out. That's what I'm gonna say. Things just work out. But I think she will know that I don't hate her, and there will never be that kind of relationship and love that I had for her again. Yeah, she know that gone and cut by now. Yeah, and that will never be again. I don't think so. But at the same time, it don't mean that I can, just like how I'm here now with ex-wife, and I can have a friendship with ex-wife, and and refuse to have sex with her. Yeah, it's the same thing if I happen to see Empress. Same thing. I can have a friendship with her and know that these things that are here is yours. It was yours. They are something that if you think that they are worthwhile, it's yours to come and get. I get them anytime. I'll make arrangements for you to get them anytime. It's peace. I am not going to gaslight you or go back into old relationship or why. I've accepted that shit, man. I move on. I move the fuck on. Yeah. And trust me. It's a good feeling to be free. And that's love. And that's love. That's love. No, a lot of other people perhaps would have done it otherwise, and even she perhaps would have done it otherwise. I know. Even right now, the way I've seen, she had expressed it towards certain other folks, and how she had to go into the fasting to get rid of that hate. She and I had an experience like that before. I know she expressed it. I am thinking if she has that kind of hate towards I and I, trust me, she must be feeling some kind of bitterness, because like I said, you can't show hate towards I when I don't have no hate towards you. It gonna bounce back at you, and whatever you're creating, and that is why I keep on doing this video until maybe she will get the point to know that it's not me, it is within you. You have to see how you are projecting yourself, so that you are not in that hate mood no more, because your hate cannot burn me no more. Because I had forgiven you. Your hate cannot burn me no more. It doesn't matter what you want to think of me or to send towards me. Yeah, they're not going to work. It don't matter no more. Whatever you send towards I, because I send out love. And this love frequency is an armor, it's a guard. You know that, Empress. You're a spiritual lady, so so it's for you to forgive yourself, And then I'm not going to tell you to unblock your phone. You have to know, you don't have to communicate with me ever again. It's on you. But like I say, if I have to see you, but I'm always open. This is what I'm saying. It's your choice. It's your choice. This is how I feel about it, Empress. It's your choice. So you can contact. Yeah, you know that I tried to call you by another number and you block it and you ask son to block the number too. You know all of that. But like I say, once I admit that attempt, then I realized that you insisted that's how you wanted it. You have your choice. Yeah, and you perhaps might get some person to love you that way, or maybe you will be satisfied with living by yourself. Who knows? Maybe you'll have more freedom. But this is one guy that was your twin flame, and your soulmate, and you dump him. So that this is the premise of what we are talking about, love. And I still continue to love you, even though I still continue to love you. I don't want that physical relationship with you anymore, because I don't want you to bring me back to the space where you can just walk out again and do it. Because once you have done that, yeah, there's always going to be a place. It's just like when I get back here with the ex, and she was saying, I have trust issues with you, and I'm like, yeah, and you're always going to have trust issues with me. And so why is it that you think that we are compatible for a relationship? You think I can promise you? And I said, no, I'm not going to promise you that I won't do this, I won't do that, because the energy is not right. If your energy is not mixed with somebody like that, yeah, you're gonna fuck around. Yeah. So how do you get your energy up to that par, or how do you whatever you have to do? Yeah. So when energies are not in alignment, somebody has to split. And right now, I'm not in alignment with a feminine divine, because like I said, I'm looking for a divine feminine empress that knows how to recognize a king, recognize love, and be respectful and loving to that love that you're recognizing. I know that, yeah, there are certain things you just don't do. Yeah, when you respect your man, there's just certain things. I would never look at a woman that I love and like fuck off. Now, you can't ask Empress if I ever Empress. I cuss bad word, yes, but I've never look at her directly and say, do this off or do that off, or go here, yeah, big, or and there are only for physical features, that I could use and say. But guess what? When you love somebody, you don't see them for their physical. Yeah, you see them for their spiritual, so you're picking out that spiritual thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, or comfortable. I used to feel peaceful at home. I'm going to stop this video at 30 minutes. Yeah, I never go that far, further than 30 minutes with a video these days. For attention span, don't want to have a 1 hour video. Who want to sit and listen to our next one for an hour? Nobody much want to sit and listen to our next one's story for an hour, Yeah, but guess what? That's why I'm going to make it 30 minutes, so you could take a break, listen again, take a minute, a break and listen again. But I do have interesting perspective though to discuss and talk about. Yeah. So come along for the journey. King David, with cosmic knowledge, divine knowledge, divine intelligence, and like for today, like we say, I think this was my exhaust week, because there was some exhaust video that I've been doing that's taking me out of the divine intelligence, and like dealing with like societal issues, down to earth, earthly connected issues. 28, 22. Yes. So give a thanks unto the Most High, divine feminine empress. Give a thanks unto Source. Give a thanks unto everyone that will take the time to listen to this video, and give a thanks unto those who have helped along this journey to make it a positive one. Those with the negative teachings that I had to alchemize, and those also with the teachings of positivity that help to synergize that which I already know and activate this wonderful memory on the inside. So with all of that being said and done, and now that it's a Saturday and I'm going to take some time now to take a run. You have a great, wonderful weekend. No videos for you tomorrow. We're going to come back on Monday. That's what they call Monday. And we're going to continue with some more videos. I don't know if I'm going to push out these 2 videos today, but if you do see this one, maybe you won't see the next one, because sometimes it's not everything good for eat, good for thought, them say. So big up yourself, bless up yourself once again, and enough love and respect. Peace unto the cosmos, into the universe, into all the galaxies. They are here, and the peaceful ones are here. Open contact soon. Big up yourself.